where he takes many questions from the journalists who have the honor and privilege of standing before the beautiful Resolute desk. The President and this entire White House are committed to ensuring the American people continue to receive this same level of historic transparency, access, and visibility.
Hey everybody! Do I have the best news? So if you heard my video today, the long one, the 21-minute one, and I was explaining to you how you're not getting information like I'm getting information. And that is because legacy media hides important information from the citizens of the United States. Now, most of us understand that that started with the CIA way back in the 1940s. But see, now we have a president who isn't going to tolerate. Remember how I knew that the desk being taken out of the Oval Office wasn't because of Elon's son rubbing a boogie on the desk, but because of a listening device that was found there? Remember how I explained to you guys that President Trump knows that there are fake federal employees in every single department, and that unfortunately good people are getting caught in the net as they're trying to reduce the fraud that's going on in our country. Remember how I knew why President Trump changed the name from the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America? Well, let me explain what I just heard. So no more will these little elite mean people in Washington, D.C. get to choose the Media News Association who gets to go in to the White House on Air Force One and to all the press briefings. Because see, Trump figured it out. They're not letting out what he's saying. They're clipping it, they're trimming it, but they're never giving you the whole enchilada. And guys, if you're from the South, you want to eat it all, right? So let me tell you and let me show you what's fixing to happen. Wow. All I can say is it's not 1925 anymore. It's 2025. And most people don't read these outdated newspapers, the New Yorker and the Washington Post. We don't care. We know what you're saying is lying. So it leaves us with limited information to find reliable resources to bring that to you guys. Not anymore. Whew, can I tell you, things are fixing to change in America, and it's a beautiful day. So hang on, watch 5 minutes, and it's going to blow your mind, because now you're fixing to get all of the information. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hey, buy me a coffee, LinkedIn comment.
In fact, we want to double down and give even greater access to the American people. We want more outlets and new outlets to have a chance to take part in the press pool, to cover this administration's unprecedented achievements up close, front and center. As you all know, for decades, a group of DC-based journalists, the White House Correspondents Association, has long dictated which journalists get to ask questions of the President of the United States in these most intimate spaces. Not anymore. I am proud to announce that we are going to give the power back to the people who read your papers, who watch your television shows, and who listen to your radio stations. Moving forward, the White House press pool will be determined by the White House press team. Legacy outlets who have participated in the press pool for decades will still be allowed to join, fear not, but we will also be offering the privilege to well-deserving outlets who have never been allowed to share in this awesome responsibility. Just like we added a new media seat in this briefing room, legacy media outlets who have been here for years will still participate in the pool, but new voices are going to be welcomed in as well.
And if you haven't caught on yet, that's my voice. That's your voice. They're going to be inviting in independent journalists, YouTube creators, TikTok creators, people who write their own blogs, people who have supported their own channels by loving people like you for many years, because guess what? YouTube won't pay us. TikTok won't pay us. They kick us off because we have the truth on our side and they don't want our voices to be heard. So what is happening is right now has never happened before, folks. I've already applied. As our channel grows, I have no doubt one day I'm going to get that White House pass, and you guys are coming with me to Washington, D.C., baby.
As part of these changes, we will continue the rotation amongst the 5 major television networks to ensure the president's remarks are heard far and wide around this world. We will add additional streaming services which reach different audiences than traditional cable and broadcast. This is the ever-changing landscape of the media in the United States today. We will continue to rotate a print pooler who has the great responsibility of quickly transcribing the president's remarks and disseminating them to the rest of the world. And we will add outlets to the print pool rotation who have long been denied the privilege to partake in this experience, but are committed to covering this White House beat. We will continue to rotate a radio pooler and add other radio hosts who have been denied access, especially local radio hosts who serve as the heartbeat of our country. And we will add additional outlets and reporters who are well suited to cover the news of the day and ask substantive questions of the President of the United States, depending on the news he is making on that given day. This administration is shaking up Washington in more ways than one. That's what we were elected to do. As I have said since the first day behind this podium, it's beyond time that the White House press operation reflects the media habits of the American people in 2025, not 1925. A select group of DC-based journalists should no longer have a monopoly over the privilege of press access at the White House. All journalists, outlets, and voices deserve a seat at this highly coveted table. So by deciding which outlets make up the limited press pool on a day-to-day basis, the White House will be restoring power back to the American people who President Trump was elected to serve.